What's up, everybody? It's at the movies with Matt and Ryan. It's just Ryan, though. I want to do a quick Baywatch review. Matt said he's going to see it, but he hasn't, so I just texted him, asked if I could just do it because it's not that important of a movie. And I just want to get over with because I'm going to forget it. I already have. It's been like 3 weeks. So I'm just going to do a quick review. It won't take long of the Baywatch movie. I saw it about 2 weeks ago, maybe, with a couple of my friends. We went at like 10 o'clock at night on a Wednesday, discount day. It's my Dwayne Johnson summer Wednesday night at 10 o'clock movie of the year. It's a new category. Last year I saw Central Intelligence at like 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night with Dwayne Johnson. And this year I saw Baywatch at 10 o'clock at night on a Wednesday night with Dwayne Johnson. And so I guess it's a recurring theme now. But so Baywatch is a crime/comedy summer movie starring Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron. Two emerging. I mean, Dwayne Johnson has become a movie star more than anything. He's like the same character in every movie, and it's no different here. And Zac Efron's becoming a pretty good movie star as well. I like him as an actor. He's not great, but he's fine. He's become like a good action movie star. There's like a glare from my glasses, but oh well. Anyway, so yeah, Baywatch follows. I mean, it's the story doesn't matter that much, but Baywatch follows Matt Brody, who is played by Zac Efron. He's a former Olympic swimmer who wants to join an elite team of lifeguards led by the hulking Mitch Buchanan, who is played by Dwayne Johnson. Brody thinks he's a shoo-in, but his casual attitude starts to instantly rub Mitch the wrong way. When drugs and a shady resort owner pose a threat to the Bay, Mitch and Matt must put their differences aside to spring into action and save the day. So, it's based off the shitty TV series from the 80s and 90s. As far as I know, a lot of people are saying that this TV show is very mediocre. So going into this movie, I don't think anyone expected to be much, which is fine. If the TV series wasn't all that good, then why would the movie be anything great, right? So I wasn't. What I expected was this was just going to be a generic summer comedy thriller, which it was. That's all it really was. It wasn't anything special, but I didn't hate the movie. If anything, I was just indifferent to it. There's a lot of scenes in this movie that kind of confused me because it seemed like 8 different writers wrote this movie and they had 8 different ideas, and all 8 ideas were in this movie, but they couldn't come up with one concrete one, if that makes any sense. Like, I felt like this was very scattered, this movie. There wasn't a lot of focus, and I think that was the main problem with this film, besides the fact that it was very generic and very predictable. But that was besides the point. There was just a lot of forced scenes, and there was a lot of forced, there was a forced cameo too with David Hasselhoff, who is obviously the original actor in the TV series. It was even more forced than Bill Murray's cameo in Ghostbusters, which Ghostbusters was actually the new Ghostbusters, which was actually a good movie, but Bill Murray should not have been in it. He was definitely forced. It was definitely just for nostalgic purposes. So that one was confusing, and this David Hasselhoff cameo was even more confusing because he was just really. It was really not necessary for him to be in this movie with regards to the plot. So, yeah, that confused me. There was a lot of scenes where, Dwayne Johnson, he's a fine actor, but there was just some random action set pieces that didn't make sense, in my opinion, where it seemed like the studio cared too much about showing off their budget and their technical prowess rather than actually developing a story, which kind of bugged me a little bit. Like, just from the opening scene, there's a lot of corny, like, slow motion jokes, a lot of corny jokes, a lot of corny slow motion camera shots that just kind of, I don't know. It didn't. It rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. And the women in this movie were useless. Like, I would go as far as to say this film is sexist a little bit, because the only point these women had were for eye candy for men, like, or it was just like really, I don't know, it was troubling a little bit, and that was a big problem for me. But I don't want to like hate on the movie too much, and I don't want to call it sexist, right at the like. I don't want to. I'm just saying it was borderline troubling just to see that there was no point to the woman in this movie. But I could be wrong. It could just be the studio, being idiotic rather than sexist. Who knows? But maybe I'm looking too far into it. But this movie was overall just a simple, fun, comedic ride, I guess. And I didn't hate it, like I said. It's not like I was engaged in the story either, but there was some, like, I think Efron was fine, and Dwayne Johnson was fine, and the movie never took itself seriously too much, which is good, because I didn't think it needed to be. Like, I can't take Dwayne Johnson seriously at all in any movie, so I'm glad they didn't try to develop something with him. And Hannibal Buress, the comedian, even though he's in this movie for only like 20, not even 20 minutes, he's kind of funny, and it's a nice comedic touch to it. I mean, he's an actual comedian, so it's nice to have something that you can laugh at, because there wasn't much, I would say, to laugh at here. There's not a lot of memorable jokes. And like I said, if there's not a lot of memorable jokes, at least have a developed story, and there wasn't even that. So, it was, I don't know, I'm kind of convincing myself right now to lower my rating. Because it's only been 2 weeks since I've seen the movie, and I'm kind of having a hard time remembering anything that memorable. So I'm kind of convincing myself here to lower my rating. But it's not anything horrendous. I mean, I was watching some critics' reviews from Rotten Tomatoes, and they were like saying it's the worst movie of the year. I don't think it's the worst movie of the year. I think that's too harsh. I think the movie that me and Matt are about to review in a couple days, The Mummy, which we just saw, is one of the worst movies of the year. But I think this one's far from it. Like I said, I was mostly just confused because, like, it's just this movie doesn't need to be anything. Like, just make a summer fun movie. Don't have 8 different ideas all mixed in and jumbled up, and just be more focused. The movie was very tonally awkward. Like, there was comedic scenes, then they try to be serious, and it's like just have a continuing. I don't know, like, just you can't be so all over the place in this movie, and that's what I felt like what was happening. So, but at the end of the day, I was just indifferent. It's not something that's going to stand out to me. It's definitely not the worst movie of the year, but it's definitely in the bottom half. And I don't know. It's been out for 2 weeks. It's becoming irrelevant. So if I, like I said in one of our last reviews, go see Wonder Woman. Go see It Comes at Night. I'm going to be seeing that soon. Hopefully Tuesday. That looks like a great A24 movie. A24 has been really good with the horror genre. So Green Room was definitely one of its bigger successes. The Witch as well from last year. Or from a couple years ago. Or it was last year, yeah. So yeah. What I would give Baywatch, I'd give it like a 4 out of 10. Yeah, that's about right. It's around the same as Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't think I hated it as much as Pirates. Because I thought Pirates was an unnecessary movie, and I thought Johnny Depp was the most pointless character of the year. So I wouldn't go as far as say it's as bad as Pirates, but it's definitely not anything that special. So out of all the summer movies, don't check this one out. There's a couple others that are really good, so go see those. The ones I mentioned, Wonder Woman and It Comes at Night. But yeah, we'll have some more reviews coming out. Matt and I will probably review The Mummy, like I said, within the next couple of days. We've been busy, so But yeah, we'll review that. We'll review It Comes at Night. We're probably seeing that Tuesday, like I said, and we'll go from there. Um, this summer's jam packed. I've basically seen like every movie, and that'll continue. So I'll put this one up and like, subscribe, share. Check out all our other podcasts that are up, as well as our past radio shows we've done. They're all up there on our YouTube channel at The Movies with Matt and Ryan. And we'll see you guys later.